back to my channel. If this is your first time visiting, my name is Bwandungi, and I talk about stories and about writing and about other things that I find interesting in the world. I am so pleased to meet you. Welcome! I am so glad that you are here, that you clicked the video link, and that you are watching this video because I'm going to talk about some things today. So in the last video, I promised that I would talk about something that I believed was very, very important, and I was going to talk about it, and we were going to have a discussion. Maybe I'd show you some examples, blah, blah, blah. And then I did some research. There aren't enough pictures to show what's going on, and I understand, but anyway, let me get to it. Let me get right to it. In the journey of figuring out what this YouTube channel was about, what I wanted to do was create a platform, a place where people could come and find me, because once you release your work and people find it interesting, then they go online to find out where you are. Have you tweeted? Do you have a blog? What are you doing? So this was going to be the place where people could come and find me and get to know who I was and the work that I was interested in, and that was going to be it. But guess what? I'm interested in so many things. Like recently, I've been obsessed with a YouTube channel that is run by a former model from Ghana called Hamamat. And she shows you how her people make shea butter. It's very interesting, and her skin is just, it glows with the light of 10,000 suns. And then I found out that they also cook with this stuff. So guess what? Not only are they smooth and buttery on the outside, but the emollient is on the inside also. I've also become really obsessed with the idea of creating structures inspired by a single solid idea. And that idea has become building a house, a Western-inspired house with an African core. Thank goodness there are photographers who have taken pictures of African architecture, of African homes, both on the inside and the outside. So I have a whole Pinterest board where I'm just sort of examining and thinking up some things. I'm very, very excited about it. But I'm also obsessed with telling stories, which is, of course, what all this is about. And part of that means that I'm watching a lot of YouTube where other writers are documenting their experiences, where people are doing reviews about books, and it's all very interesting. And all these people reside in a space of YouTube known as BookTube. You can actually look up booktubers or booktube or whatever, and you'll find a host of people who are doing book reviews to help you find your next favorite book. As part of exploring BookTube or WriterTube, AuthorTube, WriterTube, I'm not sure what they call it, where authors are on YouTube, I found something that was very interesting that I think I'm going to be incorporating into my own practice of writing. I've had a different method before, but I think I like this one because I enjoy using pictures to inspire me to write characters. In fact, I have another Pinterest board dedicated to images of characters that I think have interesting backstories. And so sometimes I'll go in there and just write up something really small about a particular character, and I use it as practice for helping me hone my skills in storytelling. So what is this thing that I found that I haven't told you yet, but I'm going to tell you right now? A story Bible, or a series Bible. It was primarily used by TV writers who wanted to keep a track of their characters, because, you know, from week to week, you're continuing with the same character. If they have a particular dialect that they speak, if they have particular characteristics, their backstory, certain things that were happening in that TV universe, they needed to keep track of them from week to week. So what they did was create a series Bible so that the next time they wrote the character, we weren't all surprised and went, where did that come from? Like, what happened to the character who was peace-loving and then suddenly decided to be a hero? But now it is being used by people who write book series to keep track of the things that happen in their universe, especially for those of us who are creating something brand new that you have never seen before. We need to keep track of the universes that we create. How do the governments work? How do people get punished if they break the law? Do children go to school? What do they learn there? What's the history of these people? What's the history of this land? What's the geographical makeup? Have they made scientific discoveries? Why are there magical creatures? Have there always been magical creatures, or is this a result of genetic mutation and now they're X-Men kind of people? The series Bible also helps you track your characters and things that you think of on the fly. You can go ahead and write them down in your series Bible to sort of build your character up more as you write your story. And as I have said before, and I will continue to say again, your characters are more important than the story. I love this idea because it means that I can also include pictures in my series Bible to help me while I think about this character. I use Google Docs because I do not have a good excuse for printing out tons and tons of paper, and I can access it wherever I am. I don't have to carry a huge binder. If I'm going to go and say write at the coffee shop or at the bookstore, I'll still have access to my story Bible. And what I find so interesting about this entire process is that there's so many things that I don't know. I thought I knew something when I did the first draft of my novel. I thought I was the shit. I remember even sending my first draft off to a publisher. My first draft, I got a personalized message back from the publisher. Wait, it wasn't a publisher, it was a book agent. It was a book agent. But they still sent me a very nice letter, and thank you. Thank you very much for that. For doing that for a novice writer. This is a journey that I'm going through, and I'm dragging you along with me. It's going to be bumpy, but guess what? It's life. I look forward to all the things that I don't know yet. Like the things that I'm going to come across and go, I have to start from scratch again. I'm looking forward to seeing what this story Bible can become. And I have my own visions, of course, right? Of what this could possibly be. I'll just show you something and then I'll let you go, because I have talked and talked and talked and talked. What I'm going to show you is from a TV show that Baden and I love. It's called Fringe. It's supposed to be the journal of a man who comes from the future who is studying these human characters, these characters in the TV show. And so there are pictures of them, and there are little blurbs, like he has some kind of post-it notes that he's inserting in this book. There are even like diagrams that have been drawn that are, you know, stuck to the paper about the different characters. I love this book. There's an envelope that's in it with information inside. It is fascinating, and it opens up the entire world of the Fringe series and gives me crazy visions of what my own series Bible could end up being for my collection of books, because I am writing a series. If you've created a series Bible, or you know of someone who has posted their series Bible somewhere online, for those of us who wish to be inspired, please go ahead and leave it in the comment section below. And if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe to this channel. Go ahead and click that red button just like this and subscribe to this channel. And don't forget to click the notifications button so that every time I upload a new video, you get a notification. Don't forget to like this video, and if there's someone in your life who's also on this writing journey, please go ahead and share this video with them. They'll gain something, right? As always, thank you so much for being here with me today. Your time is precious, and I acknowledge that fact. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next week. Bye!